Imagine a future not of hope, but of endless war. Forget shining starships and peace. This is a galaxy soaked in blood and terror. Humanity has spread across 1,000,000 worlds, but everywhere is hostile. The galaxy is ancient, filled with nightmares beyond reason. Hope is dead. Progress is heresy. In this age there is only war and the laughter of dark gods. This is the 41st millennium. Warhammer 40,000 is more than a game. It's a mythos built by decades of stories, art, and passion. It began as a war game, but became a vast, complex universe. Here, 1,000,000 worlds are ruled by a brutal regime. Armies number in the trillions, and wars last 10,000 years. Technology is both miraculous and archaic. Cathedrals lit by candles, weapons that shatter planets. Knowledge is dangerous. Faith is a shield. Why are we drawn to this darkness? Because it reflects our fears, war, fanaticism, and the cost of survival. It's a cautionary tale writ large, a mirror to our own world. It asks, what would we sacrifice to survive? What is the price of order? In the grim darkness of the far future, we see our own shadows stretched across the stars. And in this universe, there is only war. At the heart of this nightmare is the Imperium of man, 1,000,000 worlds ruled by faith and fear. It is a brutal theocracy, humanity's shield forged from oppression. Freedom and compassion are gone. Only obedience and hatred remain. The Imperium is ruled by the Emperor, a silent god, once a visionary man. 10,000 years ago, he sought to unite humanity in reason, but betrayal left him broken. Now, he is a corpse god, kept alive by ancient machines and the daily sacrifice of 1,000 souls. His psychic will, the Astronomicon, is the only light in the warp, guiding humanity's fleets. Without it, the Imperium would collapse into darkness. The Emperor is worshipped as a god, his suffering turned into religion. The ecclesiarchy preaches salvation through faith in his sacrifice. The tragedy, the man who despised religion is now its center, his dream twisted into dogma. The Imperium is stagnant, surviving on inertia and desperate faith. The Emperor, once a champion of reason, is now a silent witness to the ruin of his vision. His golden dream has turned to dust. The Imperium endures, not through strength, but through the blind faith of its countless citizens. In the darkness, the Emperor's spirit flickers, a candle against eternal night.
Who defends this crumbling empire? The Space Marines, the Adeptus Astartes, Angels of Death. They were once men, now transformed by brutal training and genetic modification. Giants in power armor, living weapons built to kill the Emperor's enemies. Each Space Marine is a demigod of war, stronger, faster, and tougher than any human. They wield bolters and chainswords, fighting as brotherhoods called chapters. Each chapter is a legend, 1,000 warriors with their own traditions and fortress monasteries. When a world faces annihilation, Space Marines are sent to reclaim it. Revered and feared, they are mythic saviors and terrifying post-humans. Their humanity is stripped away for efficiency. They feel no fear, little mercy. Indoctrinated from youth, they see only the Imperium and its enemies, no middle ground. Yet they are not mindless. They carry the weight of 10,000 years of war. Warrior monks, they dedicate their lives to battle and prayer, isolated by the horrors they've seen. They are protectors, but never truly part of humanity, symbols of the terrible price of survival. They are the best and worst of us, made manifest in steel and fury. In the end, they are legends, living reminders that peace is a forgotten dream. They fight so humanity might endure, even if only for another day. In the grim darkness, they are both hope and terror. The greatest threat to the Imperium comes from within, chaos. Chaos is a force from the warp, a dimension of raw emotion and psychic energy. Millennia of rage, greed, and despair have birthed the chaos gods, Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh. Khorne is bloodlust and slaughter. Tzeentch, ambition and deceit. Nurgle, decay and resilience. Slaanesh, excess and desire. These gods whisper to mortals, promising power and immortality. They corrupt from within,
turning loyal servants into traitors and monsters. Chaos Space Marines are twisted reflections of their loyalist kin, empowered by dark gods. Chaos is the primordial annihilator, the enemy of order and existence. It cannot be destroyed, only resisted. The Imperium's greatest enemy is not alien, but the darkness in humanity's own soul. Every victory is temporary. Every hero risks corruption. In the 41st millennium, the line between savior and destroyer is razor thin. Chaos is the proof. Humanity's worst enemy is itself. The war against chaos is endless, a battle for the soul of mankind. In this universe, the greatest threat is always within.
Humanity is not alone in the galaxy. It never was. The stars are filled with ancient, terrifying Xenos. The Imperium's law: suffer not the alien to live. The Eldari are ancient, dying, and arrogant, sacrificing billions to save their own. Orks are a green tide, living for battle, unstoppable and unending. The Tyranids are hive fleets from beyond, consuming entire worlds, leaving only barren rock. The Necrons are soulless machines, awakening after 60 million years to reclaim the galaxy. Each race is a unique horror, a threat to humanity's survival. There is no diplomacy, only war. The galaxy is a battlefield, a charnel house where only the ruthless endure. Humanity's xenophobia is born of necessity. Every alien is a potential extinction event. The Imperium fights not for dominance, but for survival. In this galaxy, mercy is weakness. The horrors are endless, and the war never ends. In the darkness, only the strongest survive.
And Warhammer 40,000 is a living story constantly evolving, shaped by creators and fans alike. Heroes rise and fall, the narrative advances, and the galaxy changes. The return of Robot Guilliman has shaken the Imperium, forcing it to confront its own decay. Fans are the true custodians, building armies, forging stories, and breathing life into the universe. Every miniature is a character, every battle a new legend. In a world without hope, every act of courage matters. The darkness makes every flicker of light shine brighter. Warhammer 40,000 is a warning, a monument to the dangers of dogma, xenophobia, and power. It holds a mirror to our world, asking what we might become. The path to damnation is paved with good intentions. In the end, it is not victory that matters, but the fight itself. Remember this: in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, and that is the story of Warhammer 40,000.